Alright, so here's Final Fantasy ZZ. Here's the opening of Final Fantasy ZZ. I think it uses some of the new translations. I have not really read the README for it, so this is going to be pretty blind, this playthrough of ZZ. But a lot of things are rebalanced. So you can see already the default respawn rate is 8, which is nice. I am going to go with... oh, I didn't even think about... let's see, F-I-N-L, final. I'm gonna go with Fighter, Red Mage, just because that's what I'm, let's see, F-T-S-Y maybe? Oops, come on. And I think it's capital Z, lowercase z. PTCH probably. Or maybe I'll call it hack, because I can actually get 4 characters in there. Final Fantasy ZZ hack. Wrong warp to the credits. Yeah, let me take care of that. Let me call up my friend Jair here. Actually, Jair's my next door neighbor. I'll just go knock on his door and have him figure this out on the US version for me in this hack. Alright. So I can see already looks like they've changed the value of some of these things. And they've given me 500 gold instead of 400. Yeah, 8-letter, yeah, file, yeah, things where you don't have enough characters and you have to try to squeeze something in. Alright, so these guys can still equip rapiers. I'm gonna buy a chain armor here and see if the red mages still can equip the chain. Oh, I can't buy 4 of them anyway. But I'm gonna see if they can equip it, because I think he changed some of the things that the parties can equip. Whoops. Okay, so the red mages still can equip the chain armor, but it's more expensive, so I can't actually buy it for everybody. So this version also, there are a few new enemies, and a few enemies are in different places than they were before. I need to get used to these menus. Things are in different places, and the text looks different. Yeah, this would be hard than 4 white mages. 4 black belt is supposed to be harder. You'd have to just really get them up to super high levels, black belts. But if you had level 30 plus black belts, you could really be doing some damage. I just wanted to see if there was any differences in the battles out here. I think he said, I think I did read that Mad Ponies was one of the enemies that he's deleted in this version to make room for a new enemy of some kind. Sorry, my voice is a little squawky there. So I probably have time to play this for about an hour. So we'll see how far we can get in this version in an hour, and that should give me enough to decide if I want to play through it, if I want to deal with fighting Astos as a random battle, or any of the other things that this is supposed to do. No, come on. Did I mess that up? That targeting up? I may have. Doesn't matter because he missed anyway. So far, not much different except the cost of items. But I'll see if Garland is a tougher fight, which he might be. I might wait till I'm level 2 to fight Garland. Yeah, the Mad Pony was a tough battle to run into in the early game here. I agree. Ooh, there's a port here. This is all new, so he's actually changed the map a little bit. I wonder what's going on with that. Wonder why he's changed the map. Oh, this is going to be game over. That was an early game over. I didn't even get a chance to stay at the inn to save my characters' names. This is oh, and they can put you to sleep now. So they can stun lock and sleep you. This was a terrible idea. Going into the Temple of Fiends and not being level 5 was a terrible idea. Alright, this is gonna be game over. Alright, well. Alright, so this time I'll need to stay at the inn a little bit earlier to save my characters' names. Alright, now at least we know what we're dealing with. Final party destroyed. Yes, man, they were. They were wrecked, those guys. And I'm sorry about the sound of the squeaky selecting there. Sorry, getting feedback, sorry. Sorry about the squeaking of the selector there. Alright, Final Fantasy ZZ hack. Alright, so it does have the dash, it looks like, built in. Okay, so, boy, that's too bad. If I have Marsh Cave encounters already, that's gonna mean a lot of grinding. Oops, I don't want to sell. That's gonna mean a lot of grinding on the imps and stuff to get enough levels to handle stuff like that. Let me see what's in the magic shops. Because I think there's some new spells. Cure Harm Fog Lock. Alright, well. So he moved Lock over to the white magic list. And what's in the black magic? Fire Lit, Dart, and Run. Okay, so this one... so Run, I think I read, is an escape from battle. Dart is a... I think I read that time... it's a time element single targeting attack. And I think Fire and Lit are both all targeting. If I remember correctly. So let me get Fire on one of these guys and Run on another one. Nope, okay. So red mages can't learn Run. Am I correct in that? Okay, so yeah, so red mages can't learn Run, but they can learn Fire. Can a red mage... I don't want to learn Dart. So everything's quite different. I'm still trying to get my bearings here a little bit. At least I'll get chain armor for the front guy. Alright, already equipped there. And has he made the inn cost more? No, the inn's still the same. So at least I have the game started now, if I get nerfed. I want to take another look in the Temple of Fiends up there and see... Okay, look how much more expensive tents are. So tents have become quite a bit more pricey than they were. Heals and pures are the same. He's made this bridge a double bridge. I'm just kind of pointing out differences as I notice them. I'm sure there's lots that I'm missing. But I'm going to see what else is going on in the Temple of Fiends there. Yeah, there's the buy 9. Yeah, I did see that. I don't have enough money to buy 9 of anything. I'll back attack from these guys. Yes, buy 9 is better. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that, but yeah, I guess you get to a point where you're in the 10s. Wow, look at that. So yeah, 11 purchases will fill you up. Yeah, from 0, sure. When I need to update my ghoul overs. I don't know if I'm going to be counting the ghoul overs here with this. There might be too many to keep track of, because I'm going to try to explore what else is going on in the Temple of Fiends, and I might try a Garland battle. Just to see what Garland looks like. I don't have a cure spell or anything. Is he targeted? Okay. What do I get from this? Actually, it's a pretty good chunk of gold. I might see if I can bank that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to try to run. Let's see if I can bank that 80 gold and that experience before I go to the Temple of Fiends and certainly get knocked out. Knocked down, I should say, by Garland. We still haven't made it to level 2 yet, have we? How close are we? 15 for level 2. But I'll take that. Yeah, move the fighter till I can get, I just want to see it. Yeah, I don't have quite enough gold for another scale armor, I don't think. Yeah, I'll move him to where he won't take as much. Yeah, when he's injured, yes, that's true. I should do that. And which one of these guys had fire? You had fire. Let me see what fire does. Let me see if fire is really an all-targeting spell, and I get darkness from that imp. That's interesting. Yeah, fire is all-targeting. Okay, so fire has been buffed. Fire 1 is a buff now. So if I run into that ghoul zombie battle, then it would be in to my advantage to use fire. Oops, I need to switch my order. And I want to bank this level. Yeah, I'm not sure I like the darkness status coming from imps. And I still don't know what else is going on there in the Temple of Fiends, but I'm going to try to get some armor now. At least armor for that second fighter. So that should help. Right? Alright, I'm going to try the Temple of Fiends again. Yeah, imp should never be anything but an imp. Well, the designer of this game disagreed, thought that imps should be a challenge right from the start. I mean, it is true that it makes the game kind of difficult right from the get-go, but I'll take the strike first. And I'll see if I can clear out most of these guys, because it seems like it's really worth it to beat any battle you can in this, because any random battle can be really tricky. Any given random battle can take it out. Yeah. Oh, that's okay, Ark. Your opinions are valid. I welcome your feedback. I'm gonna try to give this the old college try, and yeah, if I don't like it, I probably won't continue. Alright. Let's see if I can get... I don't know if I can one-round these guys with just level 2 fighters. Alright, cool. So once I'm off the ground a little bit, once I'm past level 1 getting killed by imps, and I can see this is going to be a very cash-poor game. Alright, I'm going to see what Garland looks like. Okay, so they translated him a little bit differently. I don't know who you are, but let me introduce you to my blade. That's Garland's translation. Okay, and so it says no escape. So this is that's a way that it tells you it's an inescapable battle. So it just, that's a nice little touch that it reminds you that this is a... Okay, and I've got a level 2 black spell, or a level 2 spell already with these guys. So that's nice. I'm going to save that fire spell for now. That's too flowery. I know. I'm not impressed with Garland. Ooh, Garland casting lit. That's a new one. Garland casting an all targeting lightning spell. Yes, I agree that the no escape when it's a non-escapable battle is nice. So they added that in for us. I don't know. Garland casting lit is a new one for me. All right. As long as his hit points are the same, I should be able to handle this one, though. As long as Garland's hit points haven't been doubled, which I don't know if they have, like some of the later versions. Because Garland's hitting pretty hard, even with the chain armor on my fighters. He's hitting pretty hard. And I'm starting to wonder if his hit points haven't been doubled, because... Ooh, mute on all of us? That's okay. Oh, I think it missed the guy. Yeah, the one guy who was casting a spell, it missed. And I'm almost sure that we've done enough damage to have killed the old Garland. Alright, there's Garland down. Shahali, that's very interesting. And Ark, thank you for linking that. So, the Japanese translator couldn't figure out how to say it in English. Defeat and knock down, and he chose the wrong one. That's very interesting. Look at that, 1,000 gold from Garland, though. So it's been balanced to give me more gold and more experience on the tougher battles. So that's nice, at least. Let's talk to Princess Sarah here, so I can bank this extra level. All right, so we got the bridge. Let's make sure we don't forget the loot. No. Oh. This is not a loot. It's the house. Alright, so the loot is somewhere else in this game. What do you guys think about that? Moving my loot. Do the guards still have bland nothings to say? Powerful new enemies now roam these lands. Does that mean that it's changed, or does that mean it's changed from the NES version that we know? That he's put that in there just as a warning to me. I'm not sure what he means by that. But either way, I need chain armor for my mages, and I need more spells. So here we go. Because they absolutely need more defense, and I need to pop back to the Temple of Fiends to get the treasures. So I'm curious to see what those treasures are going to be. I'd like to see if I can learn Cure, because I think that's going to be very important. Oops. I forgot to select the character first. That's really strange. Can he learn Dart? Okay, he can't learn Dart, so that must be a Black Mage only spell, this Dart. Yes, to be a rewarded property makes more sense. Now we have a house, but where's the loot? Ark, I don't know where the loot is. I assume I'm going to come across the loot somewhere in a chest in the game. Maybe it's where another key item is, like maybe the loot is where the TNT is, and the TNT is somewhere else. That I'm only guessing, because I have not read the README recently. I did read through Sir System Error's playthrough of it, but that was a while ago. Oops, you know what? I'm going to buy 9. Ooh, I can't quite buy 9. Can't quite buy 9. That's okay. I'll just take a couple, and then I will head up to the Temple of Fiends and grab some of those treasures. So I guess if I'm doing this, I might as well update my ghoul overs to at least get that correct for now. Still don't know if I'm going to be doing this for real and for full. Yes, Matoya will be coming. I'm gonna grab the stuff from the Temple of Fiends, and then I'll see about Matoya. I'll see what she has to say and see what kind of treasure she's packing. Yeah, this isn't great. Well, I'll need more eventually, but I'm not. I want to be kind of careful with my money. I want to be kind of careful with the little bit of money that I do have, because I'm not sure what's waiting for me in Pravoka. And I do have the cure spell for my mages, so I'm gonna try not to spend too much. Yes. Maybe Matoya's packing something good. Thank you, Ark. Always know I can smile when you pop in. Turban. I wonder if that's just... Oops. Same as the cap. Can these guys also equip this turban? Okay. Let me see what it grants. So I have 1339. I bet it's just the cap. 1638. So it has some more absorb, and it must weigh a little bit more. Okay, so the turban looks like it has higher absorb and more weight. Or so it seems. You keep hearing loot. Yes. The king did not have the loot in this one. Or the princess, I guess. So rather than giving me the loot, the princess just gave me a house. So we're not sure where I'm going to get the loot. That item that you need at the very end of the game. So that's why you keep hearing loot. I'm also over here at the Temple of Fiends again to collect the loot L-O-O-T from the chests here that I was too scared to go collect because the encounters in here are terrifying, to be very honest with you. I could get in another one of those nasty back attack ghoul zombie encounters in here. Yeah, that house is worth quite a bit of money. I don't know if you can sell houses in this game, but yeah, that's worth 3 NES version. Although, you always find enough houses in the NES version, you never really need to buy them. I mean, unless you're using houses a lot, but I think you find sufficient houses in the NES version. Like the one I just finished, I had houses to spare. I may have only used one when I had that character die, and I was out of charges of the life spell, because I kept having that stupid black belt die fighting those dinosaurs heading down to Lefian. And I had to use a house to get a charge of MP because Lefian doesn't have the inn. Okay, so tent and a heal potion. I think those are the same. Unless, did there used to be a pure potion up there? I can't remember now. And I'm assuming that the Mystic Key doors are still Mystic Key doors. And I'm going to continue fighting these imp battles. Because I need every little bit of golden experience that I can get from battles that are winnable like this. Even though they can hit me with darkness status. Yes, a good place to use the cottage would be the marsh cave, yes, because you usually are limping when you come out of that place. I can't imagine what the marsh cave is going to look like in this version. I can't even imagine what the marsh cave would be. I'm scared that this on stream might just turn into a grind fest. So it might not be very friendly for streaming. You know, I might, before we get to the 1 hour mark and I run out of time today, we might get to where I hit a boss or a dungeon that I just can't beat without excessive grinding. Which would make this not a very interesting game for streaming, because I would have to do a bunch of grinding. People stream 7th Saga. I'm not familiar with that game, but I guess I assume that it's pretty grind heavy. I guess if you're playing a grind heavy game, you'd have to have a streamer who is who's entertaining by his or herself, and I don't feel that I'm just entertaining enough by myself to keep an audience interested during lots of grinding. Or you'd have to have a large community who would be chatting and could keep each other entertained during grindy sections. Because I don't have enough stories to tell while we're doing long sessions of grinding, especially in this game where you can't just hold down the A button and the fast forward key to grind, where you have to really pay attention while you're grinding. Okay, that 7th Saga is grind just to have barely survived the dungeons, yeah. Yeah, and grinding, I don't really have a problem with grinding as a player. Grinding is fine. It's not all that bad. It's kind of a zen thing. Okay, so the spider stunned me. That's interesting. But, you know, grinding when you're playing, you can do it while you're doing other things. Ooh, I got stunned. A couple of guys stunned. Let's see if I can use my fire spell and get out of here quickly. But if you're doing it on stream where you're supposed to be showing something that you feel is worthy of other people's time to watch it, I just don't know if fighting one battle over and over again, excessive amounts, is really the way you want to go, at least for me. I mean, like, I can't imagine the you-kind people hanging around while I fight these same imps and spiders here until I'm like level 5 or 6. I wouldn't mind doing that myself, but I wouldn't expect you people to hang around watching it and supporting me while I did that. I would probably do it while watching a movie or something on another computer, or listening to a podcast, or doing anything else besides, just to be able to handle going through. I'm going to get a few more heal potions, then we will go up and visit Matoya and see what she's up to, or what she's packing. Yeah, I'm a little scared that tents are as much as they are. I'm hoping I find more of them in the chest. That's one thing I am hoping for in this, is that with things being more expensive, I hope that you find a little bit better rewards in the chests. And see now, yeah, Ark, I know you can barely watch the Blue Marlin speedruns. I know they're not very exciting by themselves. Alright, so let's take a look at the translation here. So that's the same. That's the same. So nothing hugely significant here. I see ZZ put his name down there in the bottom. And did he add himself to the credits here? Rebalancing by, yeah, ZZ Con Miles. And, okay, so some of these people were in on the last one. Anomy, Polygon, I think Astral Silk, I think all of those folks were involved on the last one. Yeah, I know, Ark, Blue Marlin speedruns are not the most exciting thing to watch while you're kind of luck grinding to get the good ones. But, boy, when you watch a highlighted Blue Marlin speedrun, it's amazing, for me, having done them. When you get a good time, I really enjoy catching those sometimes. And actually, I have been thinking about getting back to grinding Blue Marlin speedruns a little bit, because I think that sub 20 is in my near future. So, sometime soon, I'm not sure when, I might get on for a few hours of streaming and do some more Blue Marlin speedruns, single segment. And I know that's going to cause some viewers to run for the hills, and that's okay. If Blue Marlin is not the game that you enjoy watching, then I certainly don't expect you to watch a game that's not a lot of fun to watch for you. But I do like that there is some enthusiasm for the Blue Marlin out there. Some folks who have nostalgic memories of it will tune in and say hi. They usually won't stay very long. They'll say, hey, the Blue Marlin, oh my god, I played this game so much. Bye. Yeah, so yeah, Seven Saga, a game like that could be exciting for the player, and probably for a streaming audience with the right player, if you're having to grind and the overworld encounters are kind of edge-of-your-seat encounters. You don't have any connection to the Blue Marlin, but you're glad someone speedruns it. Well, it's me, and also Soniku 2008 is interested in it. I don't think he's actively right now doing any speedrunning of it, but he is interested in it. There you go, Shahali. I think that's a good way to do it. I think tuning in and doing other things is a good way to watch long video game streams. Okay, we have some new tips from the brooms. I'm going to catch some of these screenshots because I may put something together about this or put these out on Twitter. Manage your inventory carefully. I wonder what that means. I bet, is he talking about my armor and weapons? I'm guessing that's what the broom is referencing there. Okay, same. Just one chest. That's a ripoff. Another house, though. And what does Matoya want? Okay, she says the same thing. So all I get is a house there. So I don't get the... I think normally you get a pure potion, and is it 2 heals and a pure? I think on a casual playthrough of FF1, that's usually kind of an important place where you get some stuff you normally wouldn't have access to. I think I'm going to run from this battle. Because I think these guys are going to do more damage than it's worth for me. There we go. I'm not sure I can read what it says at the bottom. I think it says no escape when you can't run. But I'm not sure I can make out what it says when you actually do get away. Oops, nope. Yeah, I'll just go for the top 2. And we should be getting... I wonder how close we are to level 4. I'll have to check that. So this is interesting from a challenge perspective, kind of learning a new game out of something kind of familiar. And I'm just trying to get over my old retro, stuck in my old ways head about it. Or like, rah, 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 trying to get out of that mindset of like, spiders! You're not supposed to start fighting spiders. Welcome back, Soniku. We're still seeing like this. Like, what kind of an enemy encounter group is this? What am I supposed to do with this? I'm gonna try to fight this one because the experience should be good. Yeah, well, when I was playing Restored, I was a little bit too cocky with Astos. I was a little bit too confident about Astos. I was kind of I was like, oh yeah, Astos should be no problem. Astos, come on, please, Astos. So I would blame that on my poor preparation more than that, and I wasn't really fighting Astos very smartly. That's okay. I do like that fire has been buffed up. So far it seems to be, I mean, fairly well balanced. I mean, I'm cash poor, but having access to a nice fire spell that targets all, and then having, I think, do I have 2 charges? Yeah, I have 2 charges of level 2 spells already at... Am I at level 3 now? Yeah. How close are we to 4? Yeah, we're very close to level 4, so... My magic... magic levels are definitely buffed. And so here, this is another encounter set I'm not used to at this point in the game. Fighting a werewolf already here. And I'm hoping my fire spell and my fighters are enough to take down that werewolf. Let's see. Yeah, Sonicu, it seems like that's what it is. So, we have more tools and a little bit more difficulty. Yes, I would say that's a good way to put it. Let's see if I can just spread these around, and maybe we can get everybody with that. Yeah, so Sonicu, I don't know if he specifically says that this is like a only hard or only challenge hack. Kind of a rebalancing, I think, is what he was shooting for. But a completely different. Whoa, that was a nasty hit. I was hoping to get rid of that lizard in one more attack because he took a big hit. So Ark, you may have a suggestion for another version of FF1? Lay it on me. I would be happy to try another one. Ooh. We need to end this fight. We need to end this battle. There we go. Ooh, a fan-translated WonderSwan version. Yeah, I would buy that, Shahali. Each battle, yeah, the battles aren't breezy. But yeah, you have a little bit more. And yeah, is Pravoka right there still? Or has he changed the map on me there? You watched Feasel? Oh, Feasel played the WonderSwan color version. I'm gonna run up here to the clinic. I think that, yeah, clinic's right here to the side. Ooh, yeah, so that's kind of pricey. So I would have to look into getting a WonderSwan color emulator. I'll have to take a look at that. And I will stay at the inn, and we'll check out the pirates. But I have 2 houses, which is really strange at this point in the game to have two houses. Have they changed Bicky's dialogue at all? Men, it's party time. Well, that's not bad. It's not as good as Get Those Landlubbers, I don't think. And I still have Garland up there. Should probably put an X over Garland. Okay, so the fan translation of the WonderSwan color is rough. All right. Well, I'll wait till it is finished up a little bit. Now, I have to say, this Final Fantasy ZZ. This was just updated the other day. I looked up just the other day. This had not been published yet, but when I checked this morning, it had been published. So this is a very, very, very fresh version of this. Okay, so the pirates can put me to sleep. And they hit pretty hard. And it looks like their hit points have been doubled. Yeah, it looks like their hit points have been doubled because they're taking those that fire, but the other fire might take them out. Because I think this one may have applied the boss doubling hit points. I'm curious to see how much money I'll get out of this battle, because if these guys have been buffed up, then their money and experience may have also been buffed up. And I'm just going to keep the fires going. Hopefully I can take them all out. Yeah, I don't know very much about the translation of the WonderSwan color. I've heard of that version. Okay, so it's it's a very, very rough version. Sorry, my voice is starting to go a little bit. Well, these guys are really, really tough. They're really holding on. So they're definitely more than doubled hit points. They might actually be Kaizoku or more difficulty. And having them with the sleep is not great. Because here we go. Alright, so there's my 2 fighters down. What I have to do is just hope that one of these fires gets over the magic threshold to take these guys down. But look, we might not even be close because I even got the doubled damage on that one, which these guys seem to be resisting fire. Seems like they are resistant to fire. And I got a double damage there and got 14. It still didn't take down that one in the top slot. So I may have to see, Lit might be a level 2 spell. Lightning might be a level 2 spell. I may have to grab that here in the town, because this is going to be a game over. I'm glad I stayed at the inn before we heard this. Sorry, it gets a little shaky while I update my game over count there. Alright, so let me check the black magic shop. Oh, Lit was a 1 spell in Kanaria? Alright, I must have missed that. Shoot, I hope I don't want to have to walk all the way back there. We added an extra bridge for me here. What do they have for level 2 spells here for me, though? Maybe there is something that is more useful here. Alright, one can learn Ice. I wonder if that's all targeting as well. And I don't have enough money for another one. So let's see if Ice is all targeting as well, if that is enough to help us get over the hump here on these pirates. So it tells me no escape again, because that's the how you know. It's kind of neat that it lets you know when you can't get out. Yeah, these guys having the ability to sleep you is pretty rough. And let's see how much damage Ice can do. I feel silly I didn't buy Lit in Kanaria, but I think you're right. I remember it now. But I remember just going, yeah, I don't need it. So getting much better damage on the Ice spell here. Yeah, I guess I can try focusing the fighters, but it's gonna be tough if it's taking me a full round of fighters to take out just one pirate. I think the only thing that's gonna really get him is gonna be my magic, because my fighters keep getting put to sleep from those plinky attacks. I guess they're not so plinky because they're doing 2 hits 22, 2 hits 21, and they keep putting them to sleep. So I'm hoping I can get my other Ice spell out. And yeah, I will try focusing some attacks on those guys, but I don't know if I'm going to ever be able to do enough damage to them. Here's another chance. You think sleep feels like potential? Well, these guys might be susceptible to sleep. I don't know. Did he do 34 and not kill him? Because if he did 34 and didn't kill him, that's pretty rough. I think I agree with you, Ark. Just having the pirates being stronger would have been enough of a challenge, but having them with the touch sleep attack is pretty rough. Alright, we got one down, because I think the fighter got a 34 damage hit on that one. So I'm going to have to try to get this Ice spell off. Alright, so this will do a little bit more. So this will help. This will help. And if we can survive a couple more rounds, which I don't know if we'll be able to, and stay awake. Yeah, they have a pretty ridiculous health count. Oh, and there's that sleep, so... Don't think I'm going to survive this one. Oh, there's 9. Yep. Final party destroyed. We're going to be seeing that a lot, probably. So I'll see if I can get these guys. I may try to pick up ice for one more character. For one more of those guys. Try to get ice on both of them. So I'll have to fight just a little bit. I'll try to get an ogre or something to try to get ice on one more character. That should really help a lot. If I can get ice on one more of the red mage guys, should help me take a couple of rounds. Oh, now here we go. I hope these guys haven't been buffed, because if they have, we might be in trouble. This will definitely be enough gold. This is already starting to look redonkulous. I agree. That's a quote I need to save for Ark. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of dying in this version. I can already see there's going to be a lot of dying. And if every boss is going to be something like that. Oh, I should have bought ice before fighting this battle. I forgot that I didn't have it already. Okay, that's good. There's one down. But this will definitely give me enough money to buy ice for both red mages. And that might be the difference in the pirate fight. As long as I can get all 4 castings of ice off, and fighters staying alive decently well, I should have enough to buy ice and stay at the inn one more time for both characters. There we go. I should have probably spread the... Oh, nope. Okay, I thought I should have spread the attacks between the fighters and the ogres, but we're alright. And this might take him out. Decent damage? Yes. Alright, and there's level 4 for the other character. Turn on the pirates, because they're my next real boss, and they're a real boss in this game. Normally they're just kind of a joke. They're a real boss in this one. Alright, so let me pop over, and I'll get the ice spell. For both characters here, yes, and... Alright, so we got 2 ices. I'm going to stay at the inn one more time, and then we'll give these pirates another try. I'm glad I fought those ogres, though. That's a nice chunk of experience and a huge boost in gold, so if I'm fighting difficult battles like that, grinding shouldn't take too long with big battles like that. Yeah, I thought about Confuse. I thought about that. I want to see how I'm doing with the damage, because I'm not sure if that's going to be worth... You are talking crazy. I'm not sure if that's going to be worth investing a spell charge in. I want to kind of do more research before I start committing to spell slots that I'm not sure of a spell's effectiveness or how it's going to balance. And I'm sure Confuse works correctly in this one. Yeah, if they are weak to Confuse, it would be nice if they were targeting each other instead of me. Yeah, I don't love the fact that it seems like every enemy has some kind of status attack. I don't love that, because that's I don't know. It is making it difficult, but in kind of a way that's not as enjoyable. I can't remember which one of you said it before, but just making the pirates stronger may have been enough in this. Giving them status attack sleep may have been just a bit too much. Yeah, fake difficulty, as you call it, Ark. Yeah. I mean, it does make for a challenge that you have to really carefully prepare for and work around. I mean, it does do that. It just does it in a way that's not tons of fun. A way that just doesn't make you smile when you're finished with it. Alright, so I'm out of ice charges on him. The other guy's been asleep. I think he still has both of his charges. He has at least one. Yes, I agree that status should be something you're dealing with in specific times, not every battle having guys put you to sleep and stun you all the time. Those undead should be the only ones that can stun lock you or sleep lock you, which is what's happening. See, like this guy, he got sleep locked right there, getting stun locked by pirates. And he's gonna get it too. There we go. He's gonna get plunked down. So I feel like had we gotten... I feel like we were close. Had we gotten another ice off, may have been good. I'm gonna try him again. I feel like we're ready for him. I just have to get a little bit better luck with the RNG in getting my fighters to sleep and letting my red mages get their ices off early. See, that's not a great start, having one of my mages asleep, both of my mages asleep in the first round. 3 characters asleep in round 1. Yeah, it is hard to stomach when you're getting stun locked. It's very frustrating. All right, so let's see if we can get both ices to fire here. We can be feeling good, because that'll probably take out that top one. All right, so there's one ice that's not going to fire, because the top one might die here. Yeah, there's the top one dead. Because if we get a good attack and the ice spell to hit each of these guys, it should be fine. Yeah, I'm curious, what does the ice cave look like? Alright, here's another ice spell off. 4 eyes. Yeah, 4 eyes would be something. And then each one would do XXXX to start the battle, and it would just be game over right away. Alright, so we got 3 characters asleep. Oh, they're waking up. Back asleep. Back asleep. There's ice again, though. So we're close, because I've gotten a good number of ices off. I feel like they're all pretty low health right now. Alright, there's one fighter down. Alright, here's another ice. And I still can't quite get it. I was hoping that a good damage roll would take one of them out, but not quite. Yeah, you wouldn't say that. Oops, not cure. No, not cure on the dead guy. Oh. I held A a little bit too long there. And selected cure on the dead character instead of fire on the pirates. Alright, he's gonna get put to sleep, and he's probably gonna die. Yep, that's dead. And I think I didn't put the last counter on there. There we go. So I've updated my game over counter to accurately reflect. I am going to try Confuse, I think. I'm short just a little bit of money, so I'm going to try one random battle out here to get enough money to buy Confuse. And I will try to see if they are susceptible to Confuse. Yeah, I'll use a fire charge. And then I won't... Yeah, your worst fears were true, that it's just... You get these difficulty spikes. The beginning of the game was okay. Getting up to the Temple of Fiends was alright, but this is a little bit too much of a barrier for me. And now, I mean, I do want to get past these pirates today. I definitely want to get through those pirates. But I don't know how much more of it I want to do, especially on stream. Now, Shahali, you have a very good point there, that sometimes you just can't avoid getting statused out. But my counter to that is that those usually getting statused out comes from random battles that, with good luck, you can just kind of avoid getting into a back attack from a big group of undead and getting statused out, or a big group of cockatrices or medusas or whatever and getting statused out. But here, I've got a boss that is forcing me to fight it at a time in the game when I'm not really equipped to handle it, and I'm getting nailed with it, and there's nothing I can really do about it. Oh, and these guys can't learn Confuse. Yeah, and that's true, Ark. When it's certain fights that are random battles, that are groups of random enemies, I'll just bank this extra experience. When it's certain groups of random enemies, but yeah, 9 enemies with chance to sleep is pretty tough. I mean, I'm not sure what they wanted me to do to grind up to where I have enough hit points to hang on long enough, or to have more charges of ice, because I'm not even able to get the spells to fire at the rate I need them to. Although if both red mages get their ices off this turn, that should be a pretty good start. Alright, so there's 2 ices off in 1 turn. That's a pretty good start. If the fighters can get an attack off, they should be able to one-hit kill any of these guys if the fighters attack anybody. So I'm okay with... That's actually not too bad a start. Alright, so there's 3 ice spells off right off the bat. And actually, there we go, 1 down from good damage rolls. And the fighters should be able to, like I said, one-hit anybody that they touch if they get a chance to swing at anybody. Okay, he's back to sleep. And we're all 4 asleep. So here we go. It'll just it'll skip my turns now while we wait for someone to wake up. But I'm committed. I agree, Ark. One or the other would be fine. Either sleep touch or high health, I'd be okay with. But both really makes them challenging, because even with my ice spell, which is you could probably argue that the ice spell is pretty OP. In the NES vanilla version, it would definitely be OP. But here, boy, it's pretty rough. But I am committed to beating them before I kill the stream here. I don't have tons of time left, but I definitely want to beat these guys before I shut the stream off for the day. These guys are definitely going down, one way or another. But boy, once you get past that first round, it's just tough. Once you get past that first round, there's just not much you can do. Because you're starting battles with... Yeah, you're starting battles at a disadvantage. Let me see what they have here. Well, they do have sleep here in the white... Okay, and these guys can't learn sleep. Okay, red mages can't learn sleep. So even if that worked on these guys, sleep would not work. Yep, maybe I'll run back to Canaria and grab Lit, because I am curious now to see if they are weak to it. I still don't know if they're weak to it. I guess it would do a little more damage than the ice has been doing. Let's see if I can get the iguana in 1 round if I concentrate the attacks on it. Because the walk from Canaria over here is pretty rough. But I don't know what more hit points would do. You know, more hit points might help me a little bit. It might just kind of help tip the luck a little bit in my favor. But when you're stun locked, it doesn't really matter how much hit points you have when your party's getting stun locked and sleep locked. I could have 500 hit points, and if they never wake up in time to get their attacks off, and they're getting their turns skipped all the time, the pirates would just blink them down. But at least this will get me a little bit more experience going forward. If I can get a hit to land. There we go. At least these guys don't seem to have a status attack. The iguanas and the gray wolves haven't been doing anything to me, and I haven't been poisoned yet, luckily. The werewolf didn't poison me. I think the spiders in the NES don't have... Spiders don't poison. They sleep, I think. Oh yeah, there's stun lockers in the Earth Cavern. Yes, there are. And yeah, these imps are darking me, which is not great. I don't love that about the imps. Alright. I'll use one of the charges. So I do have plenty of charges. That's the thing with those pirates, is I have plenty of power and plenty of charges, but them having the sleep status just makes it really rough. Yeah, you're right. The stun lockers in the Earth Cavern aren't as deadly with the damage they can do to fighters that have good absorb. You're right. Another one of these battles. I'll go ahead and use another fire charge. I'll use an ice charge. I'm almost to Canaria. And I'll pick up lit. And then I have to hope that the pirates are actually weak to lit. Maybe they're not resistant to it, but I'm hoping that they're actually weak to it, so that it does. Maybe I can get lit to do 30, because if I can get lit to do 30, 2 lits ought to take them all out if I can get those off. But I don't know if they're going to be weak to it or just neutral to it. And I can't remember if the pirates in the vanilla version are weak to it or strong to anything like that. Because usually you don't really have a problem with it, you just kind of plink them down. Alright. Yeah, on paper it does seem like a good idea. I mean, and it's not, this isn't a horrible experience, I have to say. It is kind of frustrating that I'm at a bit of a roadblock here now, but it's not like a... This isn't a horrible time I'm having. I am enjoying playing it, because it is Final Fantasy. We all love Final Fantasy. But it does kind of make me wish it was a different version. I have to be very honest. Kind of makes me wish I was playing the vanilla version. But it is interesting to see. I'm kind of curious to see. Maybe morbidly curious would be the right way to put it. Yeah, not much reward for those fighters. 20 experience and 40 gold. See here, this is kind of a nasty battle here. I'll use a couple of ices here. You're curious too, yeah. I mean, it's just kind of like, you don't want to know what's around the next corner. And you never know. And maybe things will smooth out, although I don't have a lot of hope that the difficulty curve will smooth out. I have a feeling that it's going to be a lot of this. A fascinating train wreck in the making. Alright, well I'm glad I got a level up here, so I have a little bit more health to deal with. So that's nice. And I have the lit spell now. Ooh. And so 2 ices again will be enough to take these guys out. So grinding isn't too bad because you have these big area of effect spells, and you have enemy groups like this, and the groups like the 4 ogres I ran into earlier that were kind of hilarious and I would love to fight another battle like that, getting all that reward from the 4 ogres. So this isn't horrible, but I will be hopefully beating the pirates here, and then I am going to finish up after the pirates are done. Yeah, you think the party choice might oops, I want to concentrate on this top iguana. Yeah, and now that's true. This party might be less than optimal because of the way they've rebalanced the red mages to be a little bit less overpowered. But yeah, I would think if I had too many low vitality party members, that might be unwinnable, as you say. I don't know. Maybe that thief would go first, and I can always get those early turns. Never know. Here's my first poison, by the way. Yeah, fighter, red mage, white mage, black mage. That would be good to give me access to all of those other spells. Because I sure would like access to some of those spells that the red mages can learn in vanilla, but can't seem to in this version. It would be nice to have that. Let's see, can we survive here? I think we can. And we are almost to Pravoka, where I'm gonna have to actually buy a pure potion, because I don't have one. That's okay, but I have plenty of money now. Yeah, 2 fighters and the full range of spells, that would be good. This is just going to keep him alive until I get to the potion store here to buy some pure potions. I'll just get a couple here in case I run into any other problems. Alright. Now let's get him healed. Let's get into the inn. At least it didn't reorganize me. I really like that fix. I really like that it doesn't reorganize the party. I think that's a really nice thing on all of these patches and hacks, is that they take out the reorder on poison, and the dash is nice too. Yeah, the ghoul over counter. Yeah, I'm gonna be it's gonna be too often to keep an accurate count, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. All right, here we go. Alright, so I've got 3 ices now, so I have an extra charge of ice. So I do want to try the lit, though, so let's see if I can get ice from one and lit from the other, and compare the damage readouts. Alright, here's lit, so let's get a look at it. 5, 8, no, looks like they're resisting it. Because it's rolling lower than normal. So they're actively resisting lit. So it looks like it's going to be ice or nothing. So actually, this one might not be the fight, because I got a lit and an ice rather than ice and ice. But I will play it out, though, and hope I get lucky on my sleeps. Let's move him around. Yeah, maybe I can actually kill 2 of them. If both of those fighters go, I might be able to get those top 2. Then we'll be down to 7 enemies who can hit me with... Ooh, that 32 didn't quite get him. Yeah, ZZ should have multiple approaches, I agree. Yeah, and it's not only that they're not weak, it's like they're actively resisting fire and lit. So it's not just that fire's doing 10 to 40, but they're resisting it, so it's doing half, or whatever the resistance calculation is on that. Alright, let's see if this will take that top one out. Yes, I finally killed the top one. I've been able to kill that top one pretty regularly. But I haven't been able to get... And there's the top, there's him asleep again. Like, my first fighter is just not going to be able to do very much because he's going to get targeted so often and he's going to be sleeping all the time. But I've got enough charges of ice to keep them going. Alright, here's another cast. Yeah, they have one right way to kill these guys, fight these battles. Alright, well this is as close as I've been yet. This is as close as I've ever gotten. 3 of them down. Can I get the other ice off? Or will he get put to sleep? If he can get the other ice off, I might be in pretty good shape. Good. 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 Let's do this. Alright. It's gonna have to be fire. I don't know if I got the terminated there. There we go. That's it. I finally got the pirates. I finally got the pirates. Yeah, I don't know what you're supposed to do. I would assume confusion and sleep probably work on them, so if you had the black mage, you probably would be able to get confusion and sleep to work on those guys. Otherwise, just grind. I mean, that extra level did help me, I think. I had enough hit points to last a little bit. I actually got all 4 of my characters. What's the reward? And the reward's not all that great. 225 experience and 900 gold. The rewards for the battle's not all that great. Alright. Do I still get the ship? Alright, well at least I still get the ship from this guy. Alright, well I'm gonna save up here, and then I'm gonna call it a stream for now, because I do have to run. I'm already I'm about 15 minutes over time. So I do need to head out. Sounds like my computer is getting tired too. It's getting more laggy. No, I agree, Ark, that just grind is usually not the best solution, but does have a very interesting flair to it. Yeah, you're right. FF5 does have quite a range of strategies, and I do enjoy that about FF5 a lot. I'm feeling nostalgic for playing FF5 again from that. But anyway, I am gonna call it here, and I'll be back with something next week. I'm not sure if I'll be streaming this, but I'll be doing something next week. I'll pop back one of the days next week, most likely. But thank you again for tuning in. If you popped in today to say hi, I'm really getting lots of lag now, so I better call it now. So thank you again, and we'll talk to you next week.